Today I will show you a quick and easy method to make pizza anytime you want. This recipe makes for 2 pizzas. First, you'll need a tray, and with a little magic, you have a perfect pizza. Alright, so for those who are less magically inclined, here's how to start. First, you'll need a small bowl, 1 teaspoon of yeast, 1 cup of tepid water, and 1 teaspoon of sugar. Combine all 3 into your bowl and stir until you see some bubbles form. I usually let my yeast sit for 10 minutes before adding it to anything. While that waits, we can prep the rest of the ingredients. You'll need a large bowl, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 3 cups of flour. I personally use plain flour since that's usually what I have in my cupboard. I know that a lot of people want a higher hydration dough, but I find it really messy and a lot of effort for something that I want to be quick and easy with little mess. I add salt to the mix and swirl it around so it all incorporates nicely. Let's see how the yeast is doing. Yep, it has foamed up nicely. Now, before mixing the yeast into the dry ingredients, I recommend using a metal spoon because the wet dough won't stick to it and makes it easy to clean up after. Metal spoons are your friends here. Now we can combine the ingredients together and stir until it all comes together. It's going to look ugly at first, but trust the process and keep combining. If after the mixing for a couple minutes it still feels too dry, just add a teeny bit of water. A little water goes a long way. For this recipe, you shouldn't need to flour your surface, but of course, a lot of factors can affect your dough, so just knead. And if it feels too wet, add a little flour. If it feels too dry, add a little water. Your dough should feel tacky and bouncy. Be sure to poke it to see if it bounces back. And once your dough is smiling, you're ready to let it rest. Grab your large bowl again and add 1 tablespoon of olive oil and gently place your dough ball into it. I use the ball to spread the oil around so that when it rises, it won't stick to the sides. Gently cover it with cling film and tuck it in with a little blankie. I suggest finding a warm place to store it and wait a couple hours or at least until it's doubled in size. Now it's time to prep the toppings. I always like a classic cheese and mushroom pizza, but you can alter this to your preference. I find mozzarella in packets to be too wet and can sometimes give me a wet pizza base, so I like to dry them out while the dough proves. So snip these bags open and drain them. After draining, I place a few paper towels on a plate for them to dry on. Cover them and place something heavy to push out as much liquid as possible. Next, for the sauce, I use passata, salt to taste, cayenne pepper, smoked paprika, and pepper. For the mushrooms, I'll chop them up and fry them up in some olive oil and add salt and pepper to taste. Now you're ready to make some pizza. To get a crispy top and base, I put the oven to max and let it preheat for 1 hour before baking. I use a fan-assisted oven so it gets extra hot. Let's check the dough. Aha! It has doubled in size and is ready to bake. So split your dough into 2 and begin flouring your surface. Then, take one of your pieces and start pressing from the middle outward to create a pizza shape. Then, get your desired tray and place it on top. Your cheese should now be dry enough to be laid on the bottom of your pizza. Yes, I put cheese before sauce because it ensures the base is crispy. I've added extra cheese to mine because, well, cheese is amazing. Then, you add your sauce and whatever extra toppings you prefer. I usually bake my pizzas anywhere from 8 to 15 minutes. Just check it a few times and bake to your preference. This one took 10 minutes, and look how golden it is. Well, there you have it. Simple, little mess pizza for any midweek meal. Thank you for watching.